What's
Boom.
up, everybody?
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening,
Hey, guys.
and welcome back.
Hey guys.
So, what's happening with you guys? Anything
Look,
interesting?
can I just make an announcement quick?
Sure.
Just want to congratulate the bad guy Mike Worley for hitting 1,000 subscribers. That's
Yeah,
huge.
congratulations.
Yeah, and
Well-
Mike Worley did it through hard work and dedication. He didn't pay a service. He did it the right way. So congratulations, Mike. Well deserved.
That's right. I did not.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't pay, buy nothing. I figured there's no point in doing that. If others choose to do it, that's on them. But yeah, there's no real reason, no way to even judge yourself or gauge yourself if you don't do it organically. So I figured,
Put your mind to it.
That's a great.
You
That's
can
a great
accomplish
point.
anything.
Yeah,
That's a great point. Back to the future, Hey, listen, I mean, because that's the thing, and I always wondered about that. Who are you trying when people do that? Who are they trying to impress? I mean, because at the end of the day, you're lying to your audience, and you're lying to yourself.
Kevin, I love you, man. You're the best.
So speaking of which, yeah, Walk and Talk going to be dropped every Monday morning, bright and early, first thing.
First thing, 4 in the morning. I mean,
Yeah.
I love it. I wake up to Phil every
The other day,
morning.
Zod was awake. I was shocked when you commented. I was like, "Whoa!"
Right away. I actually seen it. It came up on my feed because I was awake. I'm becoming this like massive night owl, just like Jesse. Jesse and I are up talking to each other at like 2-3 in the morning. It's like, dude, this is what happens. The older you get, you just start to become.
When do you sleep? Just whenever you feel like it. Just take a
Right.
2-3 hour afternoon nap, and
when I'm not working
Just
or
nap
when I'm not
occasionally.
Yeah,
working.
I hardly sleep at all.
Yeah,
Oh,
sleep
man.
is overrated.
It is. Yeah.
noticing the older I get, the more sleep I need to function.
Yeah.
I'm
I'll
not
sleep
having
when
that problem yet.
I'll sleep when I'm dead.
I've heard that before.
Yeah, yep. A lot of people say that, and that's true. Why sleep your life away, right? When there's so much cool stuff to do. So yeah, I guess I'm at 1,000 subs already. I can't believe that happened pretty quick.
I can
a lot faster than I
can
expected.
believe it, especially when you not only did you put together this outstanding panel of individuals that actually provide entertainment from week to week, but you're doing some amazing stuff on your channel
What's up,
outside
MD?
of Nostalgia Power, and you're just doing it so great. Like this whole idea, and to continue to build your platform, it's a wonderful thing, Mike, and I couldn't be prouder of you, man. I
Yeah.
mean,
Well,
Yeah, that's awesome.
the three of you guys have obviously been a huge part of it, and especially Phil and Jesse. I mean, it doesn't seem like that long ago. I mean, the three of us, basically
Yeah,
were
that's
there at the
true.
beginning of us
Yep.
starting Arcades Anonymous, and here we are. All
Mike
this
and
time
I-
later.
Mike and I have been talking for a long time, but the first time I actually ever saw Mike was with Jesse on the first Arcades Anonymous.
Yeah,
When it was with Dan, it was 3.
first time.
Yeah.
I was ever
I
on
didn't
a
even know what
live
Mike
stream.
looked like.
Right, and we had talked multiple times. We played X-Men together, and yeah, because I never made any videos or anything like that, and I don't even know if
Well, you
had
made a
gotten-
couple, but you kind of had a
But
reflection.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah. Never really showed my face, and I don't think you ever had. So that second episode of Arcades Anonymous, is that the first time you'd ever done a live stream, Phil?
Yeah. That was. I
And
was.
what
so
about you,
nervous,
Jesse?
guys.
Were you ever on live
No.
before like that?
I never
So
did
that
live.
that was pretty much all of our first, and
Jesse
all
was
I
like
kept
a pro.
thinking about. Yeah, I'm like just
You had that
all I
white
kept
hoodie
thinking
on.
was don't make an ass of yourself,
I'll
Whatever.
never forget. You had that white hoodie on.
Yeah.
You had a
Did I?
Tester
Well,
hat on.
I don't really. I don't even remember that.
we do this. We do this show, and we're all awake, and that's all I'm gonna say. We're all
Right.
wide awake, and we're and this is entertaining. Everybody always has something to say and adds to the conversation. It's a beautiful experience.
How
It's
long
a
ago
good-
was
it's a
that?
good
Mike,
core
when we
here.
came on?
Oh, geez, that was
Over a year, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Phil, right? Wasn't it? It was like February 2023, maybe, or something like that. Maybe March. It was just barely over a year ago.
Well, it was before March because that's when the deluxe cabinets came
that's
out. And
true.
we were doing.
I know it was Mike. I know it was Mike that made
What's
the
up,
intro.
guys?
I know it was Mike that made the intro for that show you guys used to do because it had all the 90s, wrestling references. And
Mike did.
Once we kind of started really getting into it ourselves.
It was a good job.
Mhm.
And don't get me wrong. I thought that was a great intro, Mike Worley. But you know what? It's kind of ironic now, all things considered. And if you know, you know.
Well, again, I appreciate all the three of you. Like between you, Phil, and Jesse, combined, 30 billion subscribers. You guys have done nothing but help me out and encourage me whenever. I'm quick to want to change everything. Like I get too in, maybe I look too deep into things, and you guys are always there to talk me down. Like, no, just everything's all right.
I think the same goes
going.
for you too, because
I
think
like you guys have all been a huge help to me, and I can't say thank you enough. And to everybody else, like Kevin and MG and Sayin and Skids and everybody who's here.
The crew who's here every week,
every single week. Like you guys are the ones that you
guys have
you're the driving
all of
force, behind all of this. And all we want, Thumper, Squid too. Always here, and really appreciate you guys. Did he really? Well, how can I say no? But enough about me. This isn't about me.
It never gets old.
Although I just got done giving away my 500 subscriber prizes. Now I have more. So tonight
that might have been the fastest 500 subs I've ever seen. We were just doing prizes,
Just
so what do you got? What do you got? You got some good stuff to give out again, or what?
Actually, yeah. So I'll show. We'll do one trivia question later, and tonight. The winner will get to choose between one of three of these little My Arcades. We got Karate Champ.
Show Jesse that.
There you go.
Super Street Fighter 2.
Yeah, can I enter?
And Bubble Bobble. So the winner gets to pick one of those between one of those three, whatever they choose.
If anyone wins Karate Champ, just send it to Jesse,
Jester Tester.
If you don't want it.
Nobody knows the question, so anybody can win, right? But anyways,
Jesse,
DC and Marvel. Guy. We gotta get into DC and Marvel. Just
and we do have a big surprise later. And instead of our normal commercial break, we are going to do something. We have a world premiere. A world premiere. No guest appearance, but it's going to be a world premiere of sorts.
We do have a guest appearance.
Oh yeah.
Prior to that, but it's not really a guest appearance. It's sort of standard at this point, but
right. And that'll take place, in about 20, 25 minutes or so. And Kevin, thank you very much, buddy. Special thanks to those who super chat and watch sports. That's right. One of these days, I'm going to get back to doing some sports streams. So,
you're talking about that damn sports show that nobody watches.
No.
Okay. I was just wondering because I'm like, okay.
It'll catch on, Zod. Come on. We may all be nerds, but surely some of us have that.
Oh, you know what you had stuck in my head now? Apple pie.
Oh, with I'm sorry.
Apple pie.
All those shorts.
Yeah.
And if you guys who are subscribed, and if you wonder why certain shorts get uploaded multiple times, there's a reason for that. It's a lot of copyright stuff when you do stuff like that, and sometimes things have to get pulled down and altered slightly, and then you know what I mean. So if you wonder why the hell did he upload that same short 4 times within 20 minutes, that's the reason why.
I heard that it depends on the views. Zohar said, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but Zohar said that if you're not getting the hits on it, take it off, put it back on.
That also might be part of it. And that is 100% true.
Yeah,
we'll say that.
What's up, Ralphie?
Also, the bad guy sucks at computers.
Let's give a shout out to the chat really quick. I know there's a lot in.
Yeah. Ralphie, what's up, man? Yeah, Ralphie's another one who I owe a lot to. He's always here.
We got Skid, Stumper Squid.
Yep. Biggie D.
Kevin,
Burner.
Biggie D.
Socks Bulletins in the
chat.
Socks
Bulletin. What's up, man? MG's in and out. I
Hot
know he
Rangus
has better
Stay in
things to do.
Spirits, Leo. Okay.
But yeah, thanks everybody. So I figured we've been hitting riding the superhero train pretty hard the last couple weeks. So, and I don't know about you guys, but I always tend to get into debates with people, and it always ends up going one of two ways. And you're either a Marvel fanboy or you're a DC fanboy. And I think I have a feeling.
This X-Men 97.
Yeah, I wanted to
continuation
mention
is
that.
really dope. That's
Yep.
all I got.
Did you watch the new episode yesterday?
Mike,
Damn, that's all I can say.
I was blown away,
Yeah.
bro. I would have to go out on record and say that that's the best episode of X-Men I've ever seen. It
has to be pretty close. And I was kind of disappointed because I caught up. I watched episode 4 and 5. 4 was kind of bad. Wasn't that good.
It was just like a filler episode.
Yes, exactly what I thought. It was filler.
The beginning of it was filler, and then like the second half of it was dope.
Yeah, it did nothing to progress the main plot of
the second half of it tied into the story,
mm-hmm.
and then. But I loved, the homages to the X-Men video game,
which was awesome. Yeah, it was. That was cool. It was like fan service.
But this new episode, the most recent episode, had my jaw on the floor. I was the entire time.
When did you have time to watch this?
Don't worry, Jay.
How many?
No spoilers.
When did you have time to watch this one, Zod? You've been doing streams like crazy lately.
Yeah, I watched it like late at night, like when it, like how I catch your stream sometimes, because I'm a late night guy. You find out when you're like Jesse and I, and you exist in the night, you're a night creature, you tend to have lots of free time that you didn't realize existed.
I guess if you're not sleeping a whole lot.
Yeah,
that's true.
I'm like you, Mike. I went and got some Monster Energy drink, so I got
all you need.
A fridge full of those, and it's like you're up and
So I think Lennon and McCartney is a very tough question. I don't know if there's a right or wrong answer with that.
Well, it depends. It depends. It depends which McCartney you're talking about. Are you talking about? Are you talking about the McCartney from up until 1966 when he was replaced? Or are you talking about? So are you talking about Paul, or are you talking about Fall? Which one are you talking about? Because there's two of them. They're two different guys. All right.
That's right. According to the lore, the original Paul McCartney died in a car accident in 1966 and was replaced by a guy that looked similar to him, and then he had a bunch of plastic surgery to keep the charade going for decades.
Well, I heard that the original Paul McCartney was a DC guy, and the imposter was a Marvel.
Well, it gets even worse than that, though, because the original Paul McCartney was, I think he was left-handed, and the imposter Fall is right-handed.
Yeah,
and he was caught a few times with the way he does his guitar. It's totally, there's so much evidence out there that if you look, you can find it if you know where to look. It's so obvious. Like, it just, I don't know. It's nuts.
Not gonna lie, this is the first I've ever heard of supposedly there being two.
We talked about this.
Yeah, did we
went
really?
over this a couple? I don't know.
If it was Saturday morning, I was half awake.
He was at his first monster.
Yeah, I wasn't even on my second monster yet.
I don't know if we talked about it on Nostalgia Power before, but we probably talked about it.
But you won't. I mean, you shouldn't be that surprised. I'm
should have did a Beatles
when it comes to that kind of stuff. we could. Hey, we can do a music episode. We should actually. That would probably be
next
great.
week.
We need to talk about the new, allegedly the last Beatles song that Now and Then. We have to talk about that, guys. I mean, what did you guys think of that song? I mean, is it
I liked it.
Good? Is it worthy, or is it?
I think anything Beatles. I mean, I'm a big Beatle guy. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I saw the question before, Beatles or Stones. I'm going Beatles all the way.
So you know about all the messages when you play the albums backwards and stuff. I buried Paul. Paul is dead. Miss him. You know about all that stuff.
Yeah.
Turn me on, dead man.
Yeah,
Like that's a real thing, though.
Yeah, it's a real thing. You can turn the records backwards and you'll hear that
And
stuff.
they actually say that kind of stuff.
Yes, sir.
And did you also see where they talked about the album covers kind of
Yeah.
all point to McCartney that was not around?
Especially the Lonely Heart, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club album with all the clues. You know, the clues are just all over.
The one that got me is the ones where they're walking across the street and they're all in sync except one.
And it's
Paul McCartney's.
Paul is barefoot. Paul is
Abbey Road.
Paul is
Abbey
the
Road.
Is the cadaver on the Abbey Road cover. Yeah.
Or he was just really stoned and forgot to put his shoes on.
Probably. Something doesn't seem right, guys.
Could be.
Well, if you look at the way, I mean, I could go on about this all night. If you look at the way they're lined up, you look at
this is all your fault, MG.
One of the Beatles is essentially the grave digger. The other is like the pallbearer, and then Paul's the corpse, and it's like really like done in a way. And there's like for example, Magical Mystery Tour, they all have rose-colored carnations.
Yep.
Except Paul has a black one.
Exactly.
The black one represents death.
That's my least favorite Beatles movie. Is the Magical Mystery Tour. It's horrible. You see Help yet?
I don't know. One of my favorite.
Have you ever watched Help?
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
One of my favorite Beatles songs of all time is Eleanor Rigby. And they used Eleanor Rigby. I remember when they used Eleanor Rigby in Yellow Submarine.
Mm-hmm.
It has so much depth. If you watch that Yellow Submarine cartoon, there are so many like on the nose references about Paul being dead.
Really?
It's not even funny.
We're gonna have to buy these and watch them again.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing on it. We must be talking about the same thing because it was. I don't know,
Jesse. There's tons of documentaries, Twinner.
I know,
you and I are twinning again.
I looked at the two pictures that they showed, the original Paul McCartney and the latter one, and there is a difference in their faces.
There's a big difference. And in Japan, Paul McCartney, the current guy that's Paul McCartney, he went to Japan, and he had his fingerprints, and his fingerprints didn't match the fingerprints that they had on file when Paul McCartney was in Japan with the Beatles in the 60s.
I have Kevin. They're amazing. Sorry to cut you off. American English. I saw these guys, unbelievable band. They sound just like there's a lot of what was that cover bands? These guys are good. These guys are good.
Yeah, they're good. They're awesome. But guys, we're all going to be at Galloping Ghost in October. I mean,
Are you in?
I'm in. 100%.
Are we finally going to hang out?
We're all going to hang out. It's going to be. I was like, we were talking about it yesterday on the stream with Retro Ralph. I was like, yeah, we're gonna all hang out. They're all like, Stringer Films is like, Zod, you're gonna be there, right, Zod? Like, I'm like, yeah, okay, fine.
I went to bed at that point. Was Retro Ralph coming up?
Yeah,
nice.
He's gonna be there.
That was a great, guys. If you haven't seen it, check out Zod's channel. Watch. He had Retro Ralph. Who was the other gentleman you had on there with you last night?
It was Aaron Fisher. He's a movie guy like me, but he also is into arcades and stuff, and he knows Retro Ralph personally.
No, they both live in the Phoenix area, right?
Both live in the Phoenix area, and Retro Ralph went to his house, and it was this whole thing, and I brought them together. It was like a small world kind of a thing, and so
that was a good idea.
Yeah, so maybe, so I don't know, maybe Aaron might come up too. I don't know, but it's gonna be fun. I'm like all in for October.
Since you guys all like dogged me for the Midwest Gaming Classic, which I'm still wearing my wristband.
Wristbands required.
I'm sorry, Thumper Scoop. We never met up that day. It was, these places get so packed. If you don't go in with somebody, you'll never find them.
Oh, yeah. Phil, I meant to tell you. One thing that had me laughing on your video when you went to the expo, did you notice that when you were talking and you said the sign that no food or drink allowed?
Did you see that woman with the coffee?
And the woman turned around to you.
I don't see that when it's happening because I'm so concentrated.
I didn't.
She's like, oh, he's on to me.
That was funny.
It was the funniest part.
I was wondering who caught That was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
That and that creepy mannequin.
Yeah, that thing was creepy.
That thing looks so real that you could literally
I thought he was gonna move.
I would love to do an AI video of him and make him move and make him start like actually walking like a person. Like I wanted him to grip you, Phil, at the end of the video. Like
Skids' daughter wouldn't go near. I mean, it was creepy.
Yeah, it was creepy. Even his face was creepy. Like,
you know what was the most creepy about it? His face was as real as Jesse's. Like his face,
maybe even more real.
Like the dimensions, like the detail in his face.
You can't bring that up.
Just as creepy.
Well, what I mean is you can see with Jesse, like you can see.
It was cool. Yeah, that was cool.
When Jesse gets hyped, you can see like the red in his face. Like that police officer looked like he actually had like human definition. Like you could see like emotion. Like
it's like, what is he looking at? I'm like, what is this guy looking at? Like he's just like staring off the space. It's like...
Yeah, he looked better than the wax figures in Madame Tussauds.
Yes, Upper Square. I didn't see him day one. Like day two, I'm like, I put the wristband. I look up like, holy cow! I thought there was a cop right there.
Yeah, it's actually a good point. It probably does prevent more crime than real. Like, man, that cop is laser focused over there.
Right. He's laser focused on everybody. Don't make a move or he will drop you. That's what it looks like. Like, dude, who's got that kind of like patience, and like he's just got like zen. He's got zen focus, and that's it. Like he's gonna, if he catches you doing something, you will see him move, and it will be lightning quick.
Yeah, but he's so realistic that he looks like it sometimes that he does move. Like kind of.
I'm trying to go back. Speaking of lightning quick, who is faster, the Flash or Quicksilver? And there's like 4 different Flash, right? Who would you take if you had to pick?
I mean, gotta be Flash, right?
Yeah, I'd say the Flash. I would actually like to see them actually have a race, but I think the Flash
would win. There's no contest. There is no contest. Any Flash, Barry Allen.
Yeah, I mean, he could reset
Wally
the universe and the space-time continuum and everything.
Bart Allen. Well, actually, who was the fastest Flash?
Probably Barry Allen because he
turned into the lightning bolt that gave him his powers.
Remember Crisis on Infinite Earths, how he had to literally run to save the multiverse.
See, I heard that Bart Allen was faster. Impulse.
I don't know.
That's regardless. Oh, Skids is saying Quicksilver is much cooler.
Quicksilver is cooler.
I don't know. Cooler than Wally West?
I mean, I will admit that one scene where, and I forget the Marvel movie, Socks, you can correct me, man, but then the Marvel movie where you got Quicksilver running to the song of the Eurythmics.
That was pretty good.
I can't remember which movie it was, though. I'm blanking right now.
Dark Phoenix? Is it the one before that?
I think it was the one before that. Which one? Socks says Wally's the fastest, and Socks is like the biggest Marvel guy.
I heard Wally wasn't I heard that. I mean, even Barry's faster than Wally. I don't know.
It was First Class. Thank you, Hot Rangus. Oh. It was First Class.
That was First Class.
Where Quicksilver was running.
Well, who was Kid Flash? Actually, there was 2 of them. Wasn't there? There were 2 Kid Flash.
Was it Days of Future Past? I don't know. Hey guys, if I'm wrong, I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that.
I have to go back and watch them.
We'll fact.
It was later. Because he went to break his dad Magneto out.
Oh,
because there was another scene there where he was the whole kitchen scene.
Yeah, I'm not a
man. It's been forever since I've seen these.
The animated series is where it's at for me. Those movies just don't hold a candle to the animated show.
Yeah, right. And usually it was the live action was what made Marvel as good as it is, and they never really, other than maybe the original X-Men series and I guess that Spider-Man, a couple Spider-Man series. I mean, a lot of their cartoons never really caught on.
What's your favorite Spider-Man villain, Mike?
Was it the Green Goblin? I guess I'd have to say.
I gotta agree with you.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Jesse, what about you? You were a big Spider-Man fan back in the day.
Yeah, it has to be Green Goblin for me. That was actually I think that was the first villain I had a comic book of with Spider-Man. So he was like the first villain.
He knew Peter Parker's true identity.
Yeah, Venom would be a good
I'll
choice,
answer
too.
that question for you. Julio, no. Phil has not started.
I was just going to respond. I have not had a chance. I'm getting there.
He's so busy. He's so
May.
busy. You think Phil's got time to sit down and watch cartoons?
I will. I'm going to have to binge it, Julio. I'm just going to have to watch it from start to finish.
You still have time. You still could pull it off in a couple hours. There's only 5 episodes. It's worth it.
Yeah, I think there's only going to be, and isn't there only going to be like,
there better be at least 13.
Is there going to be 8 or 10? I don't know how many.
Oh, I don't know.
I think it's going to be 10 if I'm not mistaken.
And this isn't going to be like a 1 season thing, is it?
No. They got plans for 3 seasons from what I've heard so far.
You could consider Venom an anti-hero. I think he could.
Venom didn't even pop in my head.
Villain.
Because then would like Carnage also be?
Carnage is totally evil, totally bad guy.
Yeah,
Venom. Yeah, it's going to be 10 episodes. So you guys.
Oh, okay, well, that's good.
We're doing 3 different combos right now.
Yeah.
That's nostalgia power for
it. It is.
Well, he said Thumper saying Joker, perfect villain. So I guess that would be another good question. Who's the best Batman villain? I mean, is it even a question there either? I mean, is it? How can you pick anybody besides the Joker, right?
Film freak.
When I had that umbrella a couple of, like last week, I was doing that video. I was really feeling the Penguin.
Penguin.
I was gonna say, I think Joker and Penguin would be like the 2 top.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Penguin would probably be number 2. Yeah. I guess Mr. Freeze, Bane. It depends on the versions, though. Although, Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you're talking about the '66 Batman.
Mr. Freeze was kind of goofy, right?
They were all kind of corny.
Yeah.
In that, remember Egghead?
Oh God,
the Joker had a mustache in the '66 Batman.
He did. I didn't notice that when I was a kid.
Cesar Romero, he wouldn't shave it.
Yeah, he wouldn't shave it, right?
A twirling mustache. Yeah.
I think the Riddler, but I don't know, Mech. Burgess Meredith.
Yeah, the Penguin.
Mm-hmm.
Frank Gershon was the Riddler.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I really liked his character. And when he'd laugh, it was classic.
As corny as that show is, though, it's still great.
Mr. Freeze from Batman the Animated Series.
That was the
first on the first episode, or was it Man Bat?
It was Man Bat.
All right.
Oh.
You remember now, don't you?
Yeah.
that episode, Man Bat flying.
Thanks, Julio.
And the airplane in the sky at the beginning of the episode, and Man Bat, yeah.
Yeah, the Joker is just one twisted.
Yeah, I mean, Danny DeVito, Kevin. Yeah, Danny DeVito did play a really, really good Penguin.
And I didn't think he was going to be that great when I remember.
Water.
What's that, Jesse?
I didn't think he was going to be all that great. I kind of when they said that he was going to play that, I was like, oh man, you got to be kidding. But he did a pretty good job.
He was awesome. I mean, I don't know what the hell Colin Farrell's going to do, because they're trying to make it look like for that Penguin TV show on HBO Max, they're trying to make it look like
what's up, GCA?
Give you like Sopranos vibes with all these shots that they're showing of him, like he's the boss of Gotham and all that.
Well, I didn't know that was Colin Farrell when I watched the movie. I never knew it because I never seen who the
they're doing a spin-off with him.
It's a TV show.
See Ralphie
with him.
See Ralphie.
See Ralphie.
Drive safe, man.
Yeah, I always forget that the Batman animated. I mean, I don't know why. I don't really, because then you got Mark Hamill playing the Joker. You know what I mean? And when you talk about the Joker, it's always, which one is it's either Heath Ledger or Jack Nicholson. But then honestly, it might be Mark Hamill's Joker might be the best portrayal of it, of the character.
Oh yeah, hands down. We got Gotham City Arcade in the chat.
Yeah.
What's up, Gotham City Arcade? Pow pow. Yeah, man. It couldn't be more appropriate.
Yeah, Kev,
right.
I remember the day when they announced that Michael Keaton was going to be Batman. I didn't think he was going to be a good Batman either.
Oh man, are you kidding? There were protests. Remember, there were
they had I don't know, thousands and
protests.
thousands of letters flooded them saying that it was a joke. That we're trying to make it another joke.
Recast him, because Michael Keaton is a comedian, and they didn't realize.
Yeah.
What we've learned now over time is that comedians can do some of the best serious acting.
Yeah.
They really can pull it off. It's incredible.
Yeah, and speaking, this is totally unrelated, but did you know Leslie Nielsen was a serious actor, a failed serious actor for like the longest time?
I remember seeing him in that.
I just learned about that.
That 50s science fiction movie, Forbidden Planet, and he was really good in
I don't think I could picture him doing anything other than his goofiness.
He got addicted to just doing comedy movies. Like he would even come on talk shows with like the fart maker. And that's all he would do. Like he just turned into a buffoon.
His brand of comedy was so good though.
Like so Tommy Lee Jones said, I don't condone your buffoonery.
Jesse, do you remember him in Forbidden Planet though? He was so serious in that movie.
Oh yeah.
In the 1950s, and he was so Forbidden Planet is the ultimate sci-fi classic. If you haven't seen it, guys. It holds up even by today's standards because it's such a really, deep story. It's definitely 1950s as far as like visual effects and stuff go, but it's a good story. And Leslie Nielsen is great in it.
I liked him better as a serious actor when he started getting into the comedy. Yeah, I just didn't find him funny as a comedian actor.
I guess I only knew him from the Naked Gun series and Police Squad and Airplane. That's the only Leslie Nielsen I've ever seen. So,
but the funny
seeing him in a serious role was shocking.
It was Airplane was his first comedy role, wasn't it?
You might be right.
I'm guessing.
Well, that's the first that I remember him doing comedy in, but it might not be the first one he did. But I think that was the first one.
I mean, and then he went full over the top buffoon with Naked Gun.
Which those were fantastic movies, though.
The best.
At least I thought they were. I mean, I can watch them now to this day and still, like when he carries that microphone into the bathroom and starts peeing and everybody hears it. What I think that the Queen was there. He just carries that microphone in there.
The whole baseball scene in that movie.
When he's the umpire.
Yeah.
We're getting way off subject again, but
can somebody just say the strike? Oh man.
So all right, we're 35 minutes in. We're probably gonna keep it to an hour tonight. I'm gonna try. I want to share this with everybody. This is the world premiere, okay? The new Nostalgia Power theme song. Created by our good friend Zod writer down there.
Incredible.
So
and Mike's gonna dance when this is playing. So
I mean, maybe I might. I felt like I wanted to whenever I was listening to it.
Do you have some like DC clips that you can play when the music's going?
I couldn't figure out how to do that yet on short notice, but there's something I'm gonna do with this song with Zod's permission, of course.
Absolutely,
since he owns it.
You can do whatever you want.
I hope you don't get a copyright strike.
I don't think so. This is straight from
me. Zod's saying this himself.
Unless Zod,
I wrote it. I wrote it. I produced it. An AI generated.
Unless he put the patent in on it already and copyrighted it himself. And so it's 3 minutes long. The rest of you guys, I mean, if you need to blank off your camera and whatever, fill your water up. Use this. This is our commercial break for the night.
First.
Okay, this is the break. This is the meal banyan.
This is our commercial break for this evening. So see if I can pull this up. Let me know if you can hear it.
Nostalgia Power lunatics made a liar.
Can we hear it?
I promised I wouldn't be back this week.
Yeah, it sounds like Tom Cruise
again. Oh my God, I must be so freaking bored with my life. Anyways, there is something special about to happen. This is the world premiere of the theme song to Nostalgia Power, simply called Nostalgia Power. Enjoy it, Mike, Zod, Jesse, and Phil are all name dropped. What does that say about these guys? I'm not coming back next week, even if there's a fire. Bye.
You got the bad guy Mike, Worries, Jester, Tester, and PD7. Bring you a dose of the greatness from yesterday. Nostalgia power is here to stay. Bring back the memories in the most epic way. Nostalgia power. The 80s and 90s carry on for the next hour. We'll sing your favorite songs. From the blissful arcades to home consoles, you feel classic video games in your soul. Nostalgia power, childhood memories are gold. Through Mike, Phil, Joseph, and Jesse, you will feel the dream still very much alive. Nostalgia power, where the retro in our hearts survives. Together we unite, creating nostalgic vibe. A testament to you and I. We cherish memories will never die. Nostalgia power. The 80s and 90s carry on for the next hour. We'll sing your favorite songs. From the blissful arcades to home consoles, you feel classic video games in your soul. Nostalgia power, childhood memories are gold. Phil, Joseph, and Jesse, you feel the dream still very much alive. Nostalgia power, where the retro in our hearts survives. Together we unite, creating a nostalgia. It's our testament to you and I. The cherished memories will never die. Nostalgia power. The 80s and 90s carry on for the next hour. We'll sing your favorite songs. From the blissful arcades to home consoles, you feel classic video games in your soul. Nostalgia power, childhood memories are gold.
Oh, wow.
That was awesome.
Pretty good. That's really good.
Sorry, guys, my camera cut out for a second there. I don't know what the heck happened.
Yeah, I don't know.
Had a power outage or something, but so that was awesome, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, and hey, that's why I sent you the MP3 too, so you could attach it to things, and you know, if you whatever you want to do, Mike. It's
Still don't know how you do that stuff, but
oh yeah, there'll definitely be more. I've been making, I've been doing songs. I've been writing and doing songs like now.
This is why Zod doesn't sleep. He's doing this at
Yeah.
night.
Exactly.
all
Yeah.
this stuff.
Yep.
And see, Mike taught me, man. The energy drinks help, especially when you want, to.
Well, not
especially
so
when
much
you
on
wanna-
your health, probably,
especially
but
when you want to, but when you want to stay up all night, you want to do this kind of stuff.
no, that was awesome, Zod, when you sent that the other day. And then, like, it was last night. I really started listening to it like deeply because I was uploading everything, and I was like, damn, this is actually really good.
Yeah.
awesome.
Listen to the lyrics.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like it's more than just a catchy beat, you know.
It is catchy. I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm walking around my house singing it, and my wife's like, "What are you singing?" Like, it's our new theme song, honey.
Right, it's gonna open up. It's gonna open up every show. That's gonna be the 3 minutes.
I'm working. Yeah, you got to give me maybe a week or so, but
Yeah, no
That's
problem.
cool.
That's why that's why I was like, well, that's exactly why I sent it the way I did, so you could have the video for the stream today, and then you could use the song for however you choose to open up the show or whatever. And then I'll probably make as we do, because we're gonna do this show season by season. So I'll probably, when we do our new season, I'll probably do a different variant of the song for another season, and we'll just kind of, we'll change it. We'll make it, carry over from year to year. That's how
Nice.
Yeah, coming soon, the nostalgia power. Yeah, maybe after so long, we'll be able to you put together an album.
They're all coming to
actually-
Chicago in
I
October.
gotta tell you guys. I gotta tell you guys. I've actually written and composed enough songs through AI right now where I could actually put an album on Spotify if I wanted to, because I've made enough. I've made enough songs already. I'll if we get a chance after the show, I'll share some of the other ones I made with you guys. But this was special because it's nostalgia power, and I always want to make sure that we have something unique from week to week.
You can definitely see why so many writers are getting scared with this stuff, though.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, if you're a writer, like when I like to write, so for me, it's perfect. It's a perfect outlet because it allows me to write, and then AI can actually generate it and bring it to life. I don't have to worry about, going out there and trying to find somebody to sing the song or find somebody to, license it or whatever. Because I have access to this, I can have the song made on the spot. And I have all these different.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's all about prompting and deciding how you want to do it. But for me writing, it's a dream as a writer because I can say, well, these are my lyrics, and this is the kind of song I have an idea for, and this is what I want you to put out for me, and it will do it. But you got to know how to do it, because you start every song off with the verse, the chorus, the verse, the chorus, the verse. You write it all out. And I know a lot of people are making them now where they're not even writing the lyrics. They're just putting in the prompt, because there's an option in there too where you can prompt and you can just ask for an idea. You could say, write me a song about a man who lives in a cave and lives on berries in the wilderness. Well, yeah, it'll make a song, but it's not going to be very good, and it's not going to be very specific because you're not giving it the right information. But as somebody that can actually write, I feel like that allows me to personalize it with like nostalgia power. How I'm like actually writing the lyrics and then throwing in our names and personalizing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Would you get a copyright on that one?
What?
If you look at Freight Burner?
No, because it never existed before.
No, the song doesn't exist.
Right.
The song doesn't exist outside of my creation. Yeah. That's what I love about it. I could do literally, because here's the thing, and I had this conversation with my mother too, because she was worried about it. She's like, yeah, but wouldn't you get copyright over? And I'm like, well, no, because it's my own song. I said, the thing is that you're the singer. It's not a real singer. It's AI generated.
Right.
So it's not, there's nobody to go after, because there's no real person involved.
It's pretty amazing though. I mean, even the singer sounded good on that.
Yeah, I know. It blew my mind.
Sounded like a real person.
That it was all artificially created, like Zod. And I don't want to ask for all your secrets, but like, how long did that take?
Well, to get nostalgia power where I wanted, it took several hours, because I had to prompt
hours. Like I was expecting you to say like weeks.
Several hours. Well, no, but see, when I wrote the song, okay, I had written the song a while ago.
Okay, so you already had the lyrics.
But the
I was just making sure, Freighter. It was a good call.
The software wasn't where I really wanted it to be yet for me to be able to do the nostalgia power song. And then now that the software is there, and I'm using 2 different AI music generating programs, along with the same program that I use for the voices and all that stuff, and I'm using an additional program to generate it. So I'm using a bunch of different programs, a bunch of different tools, and I was amazed at how good it came out. Nostalgia power came out great.
Oh yeah.
There's no glitches in the song. If you listen directly to the MP3, it sounds like it was pressed, and you could play it on the radio if you really wanted to. and that was my whole goal, because when this software started out, you could tell it was because there were glitches, there were things, but now when you're done with it, you can put all the pieces together and literally download it as a complete song. So once it's done, and you can you can make adjustments to it. So I'm planning, guys, for season by season of Nostalgia Power. We'll have a new theme song every season.
That's awesome.
Wow.
So yeah, you have a couple questions there.
Does the software take care of the melody, or you still have still able to control how you want the melody to be? No, you can control how you want the melody to be, because what I do is I write the song. So all the lyrics that you hear in the song were written by me, and then you decide the order in which it all goes in. Even that, right down to like little things like when they go, whoa, whoa, or yeah, 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 anything like that, I got to put that in there. Now, I don't know how it's going to generate it when it generates it. I don't know if it's going to, where it's going to come out or how it's going to come out, but it gives me a bunch of options. And then I decide what sounds the best. And then I decide. And so I pick like a template. Like I decide, oh, that sounds good. That sounds like 90s. That sounds like basic 90s rock. So we'll go with that. We'll go with that. Because I was trying to make it funny. I wanted to go with at first, guys, you guys, I wanted to go with I wanted to make it like a folk song. Like, let me tell you about Nostalgia Power.
No, I think you nailed it perfectly.
Yeah, I think that was better.
We got the bad guy, Mike Worley. We've got PD7. Thank heaven. Like I had this whole thing I was trying to do. I was going to make it kind of goofy and fool around, but then I'm like, no, but I want to make a serious theme song. I wanted to be cool. So I did have kind of like where it was like a guy playing like a ukulele, and you can specify all this. You can specify the types of instruments you want to be used. You can say, I want the song to have like a piano ending, or I want this, or I want that, or or you can just generalize and say make it a 90s grunge rock, whatever, and it'll give you a bunch of, it starts off, it generates 2 choices and you can choose what choices you want to go with, and then if you don't like those choices, you can discard those choices and generate 2 more choices, and you just keep generating choices until it finally gives you something that you want to work with. And then once you have what you want to work with, you just keep continuing from there until you have your song. And then what happens is I got to add more lyrics. I got to add more, more to the chorus. I got to add a bridge. I got to add. So it's a whole process. It's just like writing a real song.
Yeah, it gets involving.
I'm sitting here thinking to myself, man, but this is great. Like imagine if producers had this back, in the early days, how different music would be, because you would be going off of the true vision of the songwriter rather than how an artist performs a song,
right? The limitations of whoever the performer may be.
Yeah, because it's
crazy.
all contracts. It's all about the artist has a record label, and a lot of these artists, especially modern artists, they don't write their own stuff. All their songs are written, and they just it's like the record company or recording studio gets the rights to that song from whoever owns it, and then allows that recording artist to make that song. Right. But with this, you cut out the middleman altogether, and you cut out the performer. All you're doing, you basically write.
It's a producer's best friend.
It's unbelievable. And guys, movies are coming. Music is just the beginning. Movies are coming. We're gonna, within a year or two, we're gonna be prompting movies, man. It's gonna be incredible. I'm gonna be doing music. We're gonna have music videos. We're gonna have straight up podcasts where Nostalgia Power can be completely AI generated. We won't even have to be there.
You have to put up with us.
I was just gonna ask that. Could you do the 4 of us and just you don't even have to show up?
And you know what we can do? We can prompt it. We can prompt it where we're there. We can put in what the topics we want us to talk about. We can prompt it, and it'll frame it. It'll be just like what we're doing right now, and you won't be able to tell the difference because it'll be photorealistic.
And Zod will be doing a Q&A on at the same time on another channel.
On another channel.
That's right. And Batman will dance in the background playing the utility belt
I'll be at
guitar.
Best Buy doing something. So,
Man, this could make all our life's problems so much easier.
MG, not supposed to let that out.
Well, my thing is, you know, what Zero said here. My thing is, AI is just a tool like anything else. If you use it the right way, the creativity can still come out, and you can still, like I said, for me, it's a dream come true because I'm a writer. I'm not a singer. So if I sit there and I want to write something and I have an idea of how a song should be, I can actually actualize that song without the need of having to go through all the trouble of trying to find an artist, trying to find this person, trying to find that person. It all costs money, and it's a collaborative process. But now that cuts it all out, and you can still have the artistic element, because let's be honest, the songs wouldn't be the songs without the writers. Sure, you could get a good singer. You can get a good singer. You can get somebody with a voice to sing the song, but you still need somebody to write the song. And not all competent musicians out there write their own songs. It's a fact. Yeah, you have some of the greats that write their own songs, like the Beatles. They wrote their own songs.
Right, exactly.
But you know, that's not the case with everybody these days, man. So
Don't Taylor Swift write her own songs? Isn't that why she's worth almost $2 billion?
She writes.
I don't know. I'm just.
She cut out the middleman.
There's no way she does. No way.
She writes some of her stuff, but a lot of her stuff is written too. So it's just.
I'm just.
And then they take it into the edit room and they go, "My God."
I'm just trying to figure out why she's worth 1.5 billion. That's all. I don't know.
Must be a lot of 13, 14, 15-year-old girls in the world, I guess. That's all I can figure out.
I guess.
That's the only guess I have.
MG says it needed more cowbell. Well, I'll take cowbell. I'll take cowbell in the future. I'll use cowbell.
Thumper Squid said that too. They both requested.
Yeah, they said more cowbell.
You know what I'll do? I'll do a cowbell version of the theme song. How about that?
Oh
and
my
it'll be a cowbell. Maybe it'll be the same lyrics, and it might even be the same singer, but it'll be a cowbell. You know,
don't stay up all night doing this, but that'd be pretty damn funny.
That would be funny.
To finish up, who's better, DC or Marvel?
We'll go around the horn real quick. Phil, are you a DC or a Marvel guy?
I'm more of a DC guy. I'm gonna have to side DC.
And why is that? Do you have any?
Superman and Batman are the best. The two of them, you cannot beat them. The Incredible Hulk would not, Thor, none of them would last against Superman. Even though Superman's vulnerable to magic, they're not taking him down.
Yep. Jesse?
I have to go with DC also. See, at the beginning, I was a huge Marvel fan. Like I always said, I was a huge Spider-Man fan, but I wasn't a fan of many other Marvel characters. But in DC, I love Batman. I love Superman. Love Wonder Woman. You know, so, and they're the ones that I watch more. If movies come out, I would go to a DC movie more than
Jesse's
I would
a big Wonder Woman movie fan. Remember when he bought that new TV and he's like, you got to see Gal Gadot in it.
That's how I judged
Ultra HD 4K.
That's right.
Like,
I convinced my wife. I said, we got to watch it. It's all for, studying, So
Zod, I already know your answer, but go ahead.
Well, yeah, I'm
I mean, aside from the greatness of the new X-Men series,
and aside from the fact that I call myself Zod Rider, I'm definitely a DC. Definitely
this is pretty
DC
biased.
fan.
We're all DC.
Honestly, it is. I know this is not fair.
We should have had honestly, we should add Sox Bulletins on here with us tonight because he is like,
we need somebody to.
And we love Marvel. Don't get me wrong. I mean, we love Marvel. There's no doubt about that. The Marvel movies are obviously better. I hate to say it. They're better than the DC. They just kind of ruined the Justice League. Not Snyder.
Right. No.
But
yeah, the version that we got, yeah, they rushed it. Yeah, there was a lot with that.
You can't take the Justice League down. I mean, it's the Avengers has nothing on the Justice League of America. Nothing.
A bunch of biased DC scumbags.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
And the Flash. Look at Aquaman, Green Lantern. You can't take these guys down. They're the Galactic Guardians. They have the watchtower out in outer space. You know.
I mean, all you need is Batman, right? With enough prep time. That's what they always say. Give Batman prep time; he can take down anybody.
Yeah, well, I'll agree with that. I never could stand Aquaman. I don't know. I could never get.
My dad didn't like him either.
No, his thing is he can talk to fish.
Remember that? Can you remember that when Ben Affleck was like, "Can you talk to fish?"
So you talk to fish.
He's like, "What's your superpower?" I'm rich.
Now, Starchalk, you keep saying that, but dude, you don't have to do that. You really don't. He wants to give out an Intellivision 2 with 10 games.
Look, Stock Jock is making
and thank you so
for
much
more
for
arcade
chat,
one-ups, you guys.
Maybe.
He's got a whole new area he can fill with arcades.
That's pretty dope.
We'll talk, cool. Stock Jock. We'll figure something out.
Thanks for the super chat, Stock Jock.
Spank you, Greenwall. Spank you very much.
All right, let's give away a prize.
Yeah, we got to do a giveaway. Yeah, we'll do one. And it's going to be the choice of the Bubble Bobble, Karate Champ, or
so you're giving the winner a choice?
Yes, the winner of the question gets to
and I
pick
just
one of those three.
If you do pick Karate Champ, remember, just send it to Jesse.
Yes, it's from New Jersey, as we all know. Right?
Yes. It's a Jersey thing.
Yeah, I don't know why I never picked one of those up. I think it's because it only has one joystick, though.
You didn't pick it up because it's a Jersey. It's just a Jersey.
It's just a Jersey thing.
That's it. That's what it is.
So we're just gonna do this the old-fashioned way, the unofficial, probably nothing right about it. Just I'm gonna ask a question, and whoever gets the answer that I feel is what I was looking for is gonna be the one that gets it. So
that's right.
This is going to be, I'm going to tie this into probably my favorite superhero movie of all time and my favorite movie, one of my favorite movies of all time. So in the original Batman 89 movie, Lieutenant Eckhart is better known for his role in another movie. Okay, so before you answer, what was his name in the movie? What movie was he from? And what is his distinction in that movie?
And how does
good luck with that one?
Yeah, what's his name? Jack, the actor. He's
Jack
like, get me
that. I don't know.
Get me Lieutenant Eckhart.
That's Jack. That's Jack. Yeah, that's Jack. That's
Jack Palance.
Jack Palance. Yeah.
Jay, you got to be a little bit more elaborate than that. He dies, but what is his distinction in his death?
I'm gonna be saying that in my head all day tomorrow. Get me Lieutenant Eckhart.
Yeah, Eckhart.
Remember Jack Palance? He showed off doing one-arm push-ups. Do you remember that?
You guys remember when he was on the Oscars that one year and he was talking about Michael Keaton and he's like, Michael Keaton, Batman, I crap bigger than him.
No.
I didn't see that.
You'll probably find it on YouTube.
That's a good question because I don't remember seeing him in anything else.
Yeah, right. Me either. I don't. That's it. And even after seeing Batman, I never put two and two together that he was the same guy. All right. So Jay, you get it. You win. What I was looking for. He was the first rebel pilot to die in the Battle of Yavin. But yeah, he died. But he was the first one. But you got it right.
How can Jay get a hold of you?
Jay, how can you get a hold of me?
Yeah,
I guess email me. Yeah, since I don't do any other social media, email me at mworley888.
Let's put it up in the chat.
That's a good idea, Phil. I'm glad you're here.
Lieutenant Eckhart.
It's me, Lieutenant
Eckhart. Yeah, that's great. Mike's address. Start doxing.
Yeah, no problem, Jay. You earned it.
Which one are you picking, Jay?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you got to tell me which one you want. I'm bad at this. But yeah, the back. Guess what number I'm thinking, quiz.
Who's in Raiders?
What number do I have on the back? So Jay, yeah, if you didn't see, we'll show them one more time. Karate Champ, Bubble Bobble, and Street Fighter. He picks Karate Champ. Okay. Got to tighten up those questions. Well, that's how we roll, I guess.
There'll be another one next week.
Yep, I got a bunch of other stuff, and a bunch of other stuff on the way. So, all right, guys.
Well,
We've been going on for an
congratulations on
hour.
your 1K sub.
Yeah,
man. I mean,
really
that's a huge
Thank
accomplishment.
you to
The
everyone.
milestone has been reached, and you reached it organically. Always remember that, fakers. Organics.
And
Yeah.
knowing is half the battle.
That's right. I need to get a clip for that.
Scumbags.
That would-
Remember, Mike, with great power comes great responsibility.
That's another good one.
God, Jesse, the way you said that was moving. I felt it in my core. I'm
You're like Uncle
wow.
Ben couldn't have said it any better. Yeah.
I'm a bit of a science whiz myself.
I got
Awesome.
nothing. All right, guys. Good night, everybody. Thank you.
But you
for,
got one more super
oh,
chat.
hold
hanging
on.
out. Oh, whoa,
Hold
whoa.
on. One just
Really?
popped in.
There you go, Mike.
Hey, Zero. Thank you very, very much for the super chat. You didn't have to do that. We'll give you
I like it a lot.
I got a lot of Jim Carrey.
Nice.
All right, guys. Again, thank you everybody for
I got a good idea
tuning in
for
every
next week's
week.
episode, and it's all about Spider-Man. What do you guys think? Kind of redeem ourselves for
Yeah.
kind of siding with
Kinda,
DC.
yeah,
All about
Yeah.
We'll do Spider-Man.
next week.
We'll do Spider-Man. Yeah.
I love it.
We could talk
All right.
about the Japanese Spider-Man.
I like
TV
it a
show.
lot.
I like it a
Yeah.
lot.
All right, guys. Have a great
Good
weekend.
night, everybody. We'll see you next week.
You guys-
Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog.